The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural
and organic,
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice, and we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Hi, I'm Dave Canfield, host of Nerdgasm.
I'm Joe Winchell. Nobody likes me.
And I'm Peppercorn Montgomery.
Tune in every Wednesday night only on InRavio.com to hear the greatest nerd discussion of all time. It is Nerdgasmic.
It'll be the best nerdgasm you've ever had.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
welcome to Two Guys and a Chick show. Or is it the Hurry Up Matt Wants to Eat show?
It's the Let's Start on Time show. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Because we're never on time. We're always like rushing around.
How's that go? Okay.
So did you find all kinds of nifty, stupid things to talk about?
I did.
Yeah? You're not going to be very forthcoming with any of it? You're not going to give me a little tease?
A tease? Sure. What would you like me to tease you with?
Well, I've got the typical...
You saw what I put on the Facebook. I mean, the big thing that happened, of course, locally here, which is like, everybody's up in arms, is about the whole bus thing. A busload of kids, and, if you have a busload of kids and feed them alcohol, what happens? Especially when they're 16 and 17.
They get drunk.
They get drunk, and apparently, you pull over on the side to get it all straightened out, and next thing you know, they're having sex in the woods, and then the cops show up.
Wow. I didn't do that as a kid.
No, I wish I did. It sounds like fun.
The getting drunk or the sex
All
in
of
the
it.
woods? All of it. Oops. My mic came unplugged.
That might help.
I don't know
You
what
don't
I'm
have to
doing
tell
with that.
everybody, you could just move on.
No, it's no fun that way. Oops. My mic came unplugged.
That might help.
We didn't do any of that kind of stuff when I was a kid.
No, what did you do?
No, we didn't get drunk in a bus, No, we didn't do that. Maybe I hung out with the geeky kids. I don't
Maybe
think
so.
so, though. I don't think so.
Well, you know what? I was a geek, so yeah, I didn't do any of that, but I wish I did, because there's a lot of cool stuff that happened. And I would have liked to have been part of that, but it didn't turn out that way for me. The cards were not in my favor, so I did not get to be, party to any of that stuff. So that's just, what I have today is the bus thing, because I think that's a big deal in my mind.
Okay.
And a couple of the small, stupid news things.
Okay. Oh, I've got, the gamut of the criminals to the, the ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got some images for later for me and Matt.
For you and Matt.
Yes. Stuff to make us happy.
Ah.
So
Big
happy.
black guys.
No black ones. No, but nice pictures.
And that helps us how?
Oh, it helps me. It's pervied. All right. Well, I can start. We've got in Concord, wow, I can't talk. Concord, New Hampshire.
Okay.
A police officer stopped this guy who's just driving down the road for no apparent reason. He just pulls him over and stops him. And, for a defective taillight is what he stops him for. Big whoop. But apparently the guy was acting a little bit funny, so he said he wanted to search his truck. So he started asking him all kinds of questions and stuff. He ended up using the excuse that his tongue was green to search his truck. He was looking for marijuana. Now, I'm not super experienced, but I have seen this stuff, I've smelled this stuff, I've been around it, I know a little bit about it. Last I checked, it doesn't turn any part of you green. Ever. Maybe if you ate a bunch of it, it might turn your poop green. Maybe. But why would his tongue be green? How would he even make that leap? I don't understand.
Beer.
No, for marijuana. How does he make that leap? From a green tongue to you must have marijuana in your truck. Well, the whole thing got thrown out.
Whole thing got thrown
The
out.
whole thing got thrown out, even though it turns out he really did have drugs in his truck.
All right.
They were calling it unconstitutional search. But he did have, let's see, what did he have? He had, would have been evidence of drug possession with intent to sell, but none of that worked out. He did admit to having marijuana in his truck as well as mushrooms. Yes.
Really?
Shrooms. He had shrooms.
Had shrooms.
Yes. But the whole thing got thrown out because it was unconstitutional search because he had a green tongue.
Because he had a green tongue.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be profiling?
I don't know.
If he had a green tongue?
Maybe he ate a Martian.
Or, even better yet, maybe it was, some sort of a racism because he had a green tongue.
He said he was acting funny. He was acting nervous, and his eyes were bloodshot.
So it had nothing to do with the green tongue then?
I think that just helped.
It just brought it along?
Yes. It just assisted in what he was
Okay, well,
looking
really.
for.
So you get banged for the green tongue?
So whatever you do, if you're carrying drugs in your truck, do not eat a green lollipop. That's my advice to
Yeah,
everybody.
or drink green beer.
Or drinking green beer. Yeah, that's not a good thing either.
Yeah, it's not going to work out good.
So, yes.
Go ahead. So you were going to say something?
Okay, well, a man from, I think it was China. Things are going a little slow. He was vacationing in France, and, sorry, it was Japan. He was vacationing in France, and I guess he just felt so good breathing in the fresh mountain French air that he decided he was going to bring some home with him.
In a Ziploc bag.
Actually, in a jar. He
Okay.
had like a little mason jar
I
kind of
was
thing.
going to try the Ziploc bag thing once, but okay, I'm cool with that.
He brought it home in a mason jar, and I guess he wanted to share the wealth, so he decided to sell it. He auctioned it.
He auctioned off the air.
Yes. He actually sold it, believe it or not. He sold it for 5,250 won, which I don't know exactly how you say that, but it works out to $860. A little tiny jar of air for $860.
Wow.
I'm thinking I need to go outside.
Or start digging up some dirt from the Amityville Horror, $5
Something.
a cup.
I need to go outside with a couple of jars, the picture of me in a jar. I don't know what you'd do with a jar of air. I mean, breathe it and it's done? I mean,
You smell it, it feels
as soon
good.
as you open it, it's gone. It's out. I mean, how do you even prove it's in there? You can't dye
Is it a nice jar?
No, it's a little mason jar. Look at it. It's on the
A
monitor
little mason
there.
jar.
Yeah. It's one of those little like canning type jars.
So how
with
much
the
does that
flip top.
translate to? All right, so it's a little nice jar.
It's a cute jar.
It's a
I'll
nice
give him
jar of
that.
air, and it's got a sticker on the outside. And he's got square glasses, so he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Okay. I'm still thinking I want proof. For $860, I want proof that there's French air in there.
How's he going to prove that?
It could be Pakistani air.
It could be.
It could be,
It could be air from Poland Spring. You don't know.
that's right. It could be air from his butt. Who knows? Could be air from anywhere.
Did you call him up?
No. I can't speak Chinese.
Translator.
Like I said, I need to go outside. That's all I have to say to that. I want to make my $860 for air.
$860 for
I'll
air.
even take $500. I'm not greedy. I'll take $500 for the air. There's a new jean company on the market.
A new jean company?
Brand new jean company. I'm kind of
Okay.
up in the air on whether or not I'm interested in these jeans. They don't look like much in the picture, really. But the company is Naked and Famous, is what it's called.
Naked and Famous.
Naked and Famous. And what they have come up with is jeans that basically they're scratch and sniff.
Okay. What do you scratch and what do you sniff?
Apparently it's the entire... You scratch your butt and it smells like poop. I don't know.
I can do that. I don't need a jean.
I know. It would be funny, actually, if the different parts of them smelled like different things.
You buy them and they smell like different stuff. And you get tired of it, you got to go out and buy new jeans because my jeans don't smell like those jeans. Right?
No, apparently they've been embedded with these little tiny capsule type things into the
They call them
fabric.
flavor capsules.
Into the fabric.
Yes.
And when you scratch them,
Basically, to have some guy with a Lysol can spray it. Go ahead.
yeah, they smell minty.
Ah, when you scratch them, it smells minty.
Yes.
Do you smell your finger? Do you go, is that what you do? How does that work? After you scratch and sniff.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, I don't think that I really want to smell minty.
You don't want to smell minty. Why not?
Okay, this is a girl thing. Maybe you guys just don't understand this.
Maybe they have girl flavors too.
No,
Do they
they
come in
have
girl
mint.
flavors?
They have mint. That's it. That's all they have is mint. But when a girl has specific aromas, you know that there's certain things going on at that particular
Sure.
time.
Right. If it
And
smells
those-
like cologne, leave it alone.
Well, yeah, because there's certain products that are used which are perfumed.
Correct.
And so we know, we all can smell each other. We know what's happening.
If it smells like perfume, there's trouble in the room.
Basically. So I'm thinking if I'm wearing pants that smell like mint, everybody around me is going to go, don't talk to her. There's a problem. She is going to hurt you.
Keep in mind, if it smells like cologne, you leave it alone. If it smells like fish, eat all you wish. So maybe they have different kind of fish smells you can pop in there.
Nobody wants to smell like fish ever.
Well, that ship sailed. Come on, that's what Adam said to Eve.
Really? You were there?
After sex, she went into the water to clean off. He's like, how am I going to get the smell off the fish now?
Good Lord. You're just loaded with the old jokes today, aren't you?
I'm an old guy. Of course I'm loaded with old jokes.
Apparently.
What
Well,
am
I don't
new
know.
ones?
I don't know what these jeans are going to cost. They actually have
Really, who's buying them? They're going to be $150 or some crazy number.
Probably. But the kicker is that the smell is not going to last that long. It's actually only good for about 5 washings.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to wash right out.
Yes, about 5 washings. So,
But who's the bonehead that put these out? Scentjeans.com.
Naked and Famous.
Naked and Famous.
Naked and Famous. They're the ones who came up with it.
In that case, he should be selling jeans in a jar, and the jar is empty. It's naked. You put these jeans on when you get home for $300.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, it doesn't say how much they're going to cost, but I'm just thinking mint.
Anything above free would be too much.
Yeah, I'm not going to be buying those.
No?
No, I don't think
No
so.
scratch and sniff jeans for you?
No. So I can walk around, scratch my butt. No.
I smell it.
No. It's,
Minty fresh.
I think my jeans wore out. No. Time to reapply. Reapply what?
Stranger things have happened. Who knows? Maybe those things will take off.
Yeah, chances are it will. That would be my luck.
Right? Something's crazy like that.
Mm-hmm. I'll be wishing I came out with it. Okay, there's a new study. No, wait, sorry, that's not where I am. Okay, here's one for you. In Nebraska, a little 3-year-old disappears. Okay, his mother calls the police. My kid's gone. I don't know where he is. Blah blah blah. They find the kid inside of one of those claw machines.
Claw machines.
Yes.
Trying to get a prize out.
He's playing with the little stuffed animals in the claw machine. There he is. What really bugs me about this story is his mother was not in the location where the claw machine is.
So how far did the kid travel to get into the claw machine?
The claw machine is in a bowling alley, which is across the street from the apartment that him and his mother live in.
Okay.
Last I checked, most bowling alleys are on pretty busy streets.
Sure. So he had to cross the street to get there.
Yes, he had to cross this busy street as a 3-year-old.
As a 3-year-old to get to the
The
other
bowling
side.
alley and climb inside of the claw machine.
Right. Now, here's the couple of problems I have with that.
Yes.
He crossed the busy street. Okay, that's the first
Like
problem.
a human game of Frogger, yes.
Yes. Like he made it without getting smushed. Okay. How do you get into a bear claw machine unless somebody has the thing open?
A small child can actually get inside.
Where?
That it's a big square opening where the prize falls out.
It ain't that big.
For a small child, they can get in.
And really, he's going
It's
to
not the
jam
first time this
himself
has
in there
happened.
to get in there.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
No.
He doesn't look like he's that small.
No, he doesn't look like he's all that small, but no.
So did somebody pop a quarter in and try to win the kid?
That would be funny. That would
Trying to
actually
grab
be
him
funny.
by the head and put him in the little,
In the little
hopper.
chute. Yeah.
The little hopper to get him out.
What I find ironic is there are absolutely no charges against this woman. Oh, what is Doodle Lips? It's, looks like he has a bib on. Yeah. There's absolutely no charges against this woman because they're saying because he wasn't gone for that long and his mother called the police looking for him. So there's no sign of neglect. I'm thinking there's plenty of sign of neglect, that he crossed a major highway, however big this highway is, to get across to the bowling alley, to get in there, all by himself.
That's a problem.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's neglect. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It makes you happy?
No. But exactly what it does is it brings me into my next story.
Oh, okay.
So now, we have this party bus
Yes.
on Long Island. Apparently, this party bus trip started in Garden City with dozens of high schoolers and gallons of alcohol that ended up in Southampton with several teens intoxicated and the driver arrested for child endangerment.
Okay.
So now the question I have is, yes, this guy is Luis Hernandez, 26, of Hempstead. He was charged after police approached the parked bus late Monday night and found some of his 42 passengers, all between 16 and 17 years old, intoxicated inside. Now, some of the reports say that these teens were also outside, and that's why the cops were alerted, because passersby saw it and called it in, and some of the kids were in the woods doing what kids, do in the woods.
Okay.
So there was a lot of bad things happening, but lack of a better way to say it, who's to blame here? That's what I want to know. Who is to blame?
responsible? Well, I need a little more information on this. One, where did the alcohol come from?
It does not say it came from the driver.
Okay.
It says that the kids brought it on, and he was unaware that they brought it on.
Okay.
He said that the privacy curtain was drawn, and
Privacy curtain? What privacy curtain?
there's a privacy curtain in the front of the party bus.
Oh, right. You said it was a party bus.
And this, party bus looks like one of those big coach buses.
Right, okay.
The privacy curtain could have been, not just a. Maybe
Okay.
it was actual like a physical.
Who was the driver? Was he part of? This was a school trip or what?
No, this was not a school trip. This was a prom trip gone awry. Apparently, they got a credit for a different, for a ride because the bus was out during the prom or something. So he was just the driver for Coachman Luxury Transport of Farmingdale and Woodbury.
Okay.
And that's all he was. It was only one guy on the bus and 42 kids.
No adults.
No adults. But at the same token, they knew this was all happening, and for spring break, they decided that this is what they were going to do.
Who knew?
The kids.
The kids knew.
The kids knew, yeah. This
Well,
was
yeah,
the
of
thing
course
that
they
were
knew. Excuse me. Okay, the driver is just hired. He's not part of the school or anything like that.
He's
and
just
the
a
privacy
hired
curtain
guy.
was drawn, so he really didn't know what was going on. I think he is not responsible until he got to the point where he let them get off the bus and go out into the woods.
Well, he stopped because he heard a big bang on the bus. And that's when he parked the bus at the rest stop and pulled back the curtain to see beer cans, liquor bottles, and drunken teenagers splayed out amid the flashing colored lights and comfortable seating.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
All
Well, it's a lot of kids, but
right.
got to fill them up. Several gallons of opened and empty beer bottles. Hundreds of cans.
I'm having a hard time laying blame on the driver. Really?
Why?
Because he's just a hired person.
He's a hired guy.
Didn't really know what was going on. Maybe a little tiny bit of blame in that he shouldn't have let them go off into the woods, because now they've already made a crummy decision, and now he's going to let them go off and make yet another crummy decision off in the woods doing God knows what, wherever, and possibly getting hurt and whatever.
Well, at this point, there were no adult chaperones. We know that.
Right.
So how does this one guy corral these 42 kids.
You
whatever
don't
the
let
case
them
may
off
be.
the bus, and you drive them to some place where they are going to be safe, like preferably a police station. Could take them home, but that's 42 different homes. I personally would want to be getting away from that responsibility as quick as possible.
I'm guessing he did not pick them up at home.
Right. No, he probably met them at a central location.
Yeah, he picked them up at a central location, yeah.
I think a hospital or a police station would have been the place to go. Dump them off, say, listen, I didn't know this was going on. I didn't know what they brought on the bus. It's not my job to inspect whatever bags they bring in. I didn't know this was happening. This is what we have right now. I'm out.
Well, here's what happened. I'll give you the little backstory here. The bus was rented by one of the passengers' parents for a junior prom. This is a coach bus, okay? On March 28th. However, they had mechanical problems with the vehicle on the outbound journey to the prom, so the bus company gave the group a credit for another trip.
Okay.
The company provides chaperones for a fee, but it is the responsibility of the adult to ask for the service, according to a company employee. Okay?
Fine.
Yes. So.
Well, my kid, I would not be having my kid going off with four.
Just didn't show up on their own. They knew they were going. Maybe they showed up on their own, but the parents knew where they were headed. Now, if you're going on a bus and going for a trip to a racetrack or going to the city for a concert or a play or something, there's a destination.
Correct.
There's no destination here. This was en route from Garden City to Montauk and back. That's what it was.
They were just driving, that's it.
That's all. There was no destination here. This was just, it's a party bus.
No, wrong, no.
So at the same token, the question here for these parents is, what did you think was going to happen on this bus? The kids without alcohol are going to stand there and go, got that mass test when we come back. I think, what are you thinking about that whole Pythagorean?
They're going to break up into little study groups in the bus, yeah.
What are you thinking? Does that carry any freight, that whole Pythagorean theorem thing? What do you think about that? I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah, no.
Is that what they're doing?
That would not happen.
This bus is 8 feet wide, okay? What are they doing there? Maybe a little bit of dancing? Tell me there's no pole on this bus. Come on, it's a party bus. That's what there is. I mean, what are we going to be doing here?
It wouldn't be happening.
The boys are going on the bus. They know they're getting the girls liquored up. That's what it's all about. It's spring. Come on. You're a parent. Bye, Mom. Okay, take care, Amber. Here's some alcohol for you. Going to the bus. See ya.
Oh, it's definitely
come
going
on.
to come out at some point that a parent, if not more than one, provided them with the alcohol. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So now this guy is swinging. Personally, I wouldn't have taken that ride with that many kids anyway. It's an awesome bus, but I wouldn't have been driving that bus with those kids if this is what what's going to happen in it. It's just not going to hang out. What are they going to do? Dance a little bit? They got to do something. These are kids. You put them together. There's going to be trouble. Mm-hmm. You got to have bus company or not. Now, the bus company, at the same token, they put this amigo on the bus and said, drive this thing, and they only didn't give him anybody? 42 kids on the bus, one guy. No, not going to happen. Got to have, and it's like, the adult has to ask for chaperones. No. If you know that there's going to, personally, even if there's adults, I'm going to have some security on my bus. You laugh, but that's true. You don't know.
Bus drivers go out all on their own all the time. That's fine. That is totally fine.
But not on a party bus.
Yeah, they do. Sure, absolutely. They just want the one driver. Absolutely.
Not on my party bus. Okay? Chuck's party bus, we always have a couple of, jabronis in the back just in case, the mosh pit breaks out or something with the adults and you got to smack them around a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You got to protect your stuff. This is what you got to do. Now, at the same token, here's one you want to laugh. Here's a giggle for you.
Okay.
And you figure that the world that we live in is all blah 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 blah, and they make up these rules and regulations. We call them, what do we call them? Laws. Okay. But listen to this. You tell me what's wrong with this picture from the handbook. Okay. It is unlawful in Suffolk County for adults to allow minors in their care in a residential setting to consume alcohol under the terms of the social host law. That's what they got this guy for. Now,
That was not a residential area. That was a bus.
Aha. See, now you picked that up too. So does that mean that it's okay to give them alcohol
But
in a
he
commercial
didn't
setting?
give them alcohol. He was not aware that they brought alcohol.
No, but letting them consume alcohol.
He did not
is
let
the
them.
offense.
He didn't know that they had it.
Well, that's what he's saying.
If the privacy curtain was closed, he did not know. At least not in the beginning. He
That's
may
what he's
have
saying.
known a little bit down the road when they started getting loud and obnoxious.
Well, that's what happened. He heard
But-
the noise and he pulled over.
Right. He did not know in the beginning. And like I said, I would have been right off to the police station. This is not my responsibility. I did not know they were doing this. I am very sorry. Please take them off my hands. I'm not taking the fall for these little brats.
I'm telling you.
And then I would be after the parents. Because, no. If it was my kid, it wouldn't happen. It would
Yeah,
not,
so
no. At
they
16,
parked-
17 years old, absolutely
They
not.
parked the bus there. They had the kids call all the parents. All the parents had to come out and pick them up. Took 3 hours to pick them up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on. Who's just, we got a lot of stupid news going on here. Who do we pick as the hooray, you're stupid?
Well, that one's pretty good.
That's a good one, right?
That one's pretty good. I think I might have one to compete with you, though.
Uh-oh, Doodle Lip says he broke down.
Yeah, the bus broke
The
down.
bus broke down?
Yeah. I have a presumed teenage girl, claims to be 14 years old,
Uh-oh.
who now has a suspended Twitter account because she decides to post something on her Twitter that was not good. Her message was, "Hello, my name's Ibrahim, and I'm from Afghanistan.
Ibrahim?
I'm part of Al Qaeda, and on June 1st, I'm going to do something really big. Bye." To American Airlines.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, American Airlines responded by saying, "We take these threats very seriously. Your IP address and details will be forwarded to security and the FBI." That was a pretty good response. She was then pretty upset, and she then responded with other tweets saying things like, "I'm so stupid, I'm scared." She was apologizing. She says, "I was joking and it was my friend, not me. Take her IP address, not mine." She's trying to throw everybody under the bus.
Under the party bus, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so everybody is now pleading for leniency on this dumb idiot 14-year-old.
Really?
Yes.
Let me tell you this. First, how did they know it was a 14-year-old girl, even though that was what it was pictured?
I think she
I mean,
claimed.
because you don't know. Personally, American Airlines should have notified the authorities anyway, and they should have went in, silent. Find
I
out
don't
who it
know.
is. They should have grabbed her. Blah blah blah. Going back on her on the social
I don't know
media.
if you really can.
Really? Come on, the FBI can find anybody.
I don't know. Can you figure out what IP address a tweet came from? You
Yes,
can? Okay.
absolutely.
Well,
And can you locate
she's-
the person from the IP address? Yes.
She has claimed to be 14. Apparently, this whole thing is just kind of,
It's a baloney story. But at the same token, you know what I mean, from American Airlines standpoint, I mean, you don't know, you got to take it seriously.
Yes.
It may not be a 14-year-old girl.
Their statement was, "The safety of our passengers and crew is our #1 priority. We take security measures very seriously and work with authorities on a case-by-case basis."
Right.
So,
But if it was a substantial thing where it was actually somebody, if you would have told them that, they would have beat it. You know what I'm saying? If it was a real terrorist, they would have just beat it, and then you show up and you got an empty house or an empty whatever.
yeah.
Whereas if you would have went in silent, smart move. Go in there, get them, pull them out, and then respond so that the rest of the world knows you take this stuff seriously. That would have been my thought. But anyway, that's just Chuck.
She's claimed that she has blocked the FBI just in case they're looking for her. How do you block the FBI from your Twitter?
You don't. She's a 14-year-old girl.
Yes,
She's
exactly.
probably sitting there in her mint jeans thinking that she could probably pull something off. I would have called her up and said, "Let me tell you how this is going to go down."
Scratch your butt, smell your fingers.
Right. Scratch your butt and kiss your butt goodbye, because when they get you, they're going to put you in jail. But I'm 14. They don't care.
No, definitely not.
Homeland Security, they don't care. That whole 16 thing, 17 thing, they don't care.
No.
So now at the other end of the coin, on this bus thing, you got 16 and 17-year-olds. Do you think they're old enough to know what they're doing is wrong?
Absolutely, they know what they are old enough to know. Do they care? Probably not.
They should.
Yes.
Because at 16 and 17, you can go and do time for murder and stuff, can't you?
Yes.
Send them away.
14, I believe you can be tried as an adult.
Really?
Yes.
So that means at 16 and 17, if they're drinking and they know they were underage drinking, you get rid of 42 kids out of a school, that lightens up my taxes a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Because you don't get charged based on how many people are in the school.
We should. Close that school down, save my money.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Doodle Lips likes that. I'm sure he's right in there with it.
Well, I got a little test for you, Doodle Lips.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Gay bar steakhouse?
No, actually.
We're not
one's
time for that yet.
This is a new study. There's actually a new study out that says that yawning can actually tell you something about the relationship you're in.
Really?
Really.
So if you yawn really wide, what does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Oh. So what's yawning do for you?
It's actually the response of the person that you're with.
Anybody can do that.
No.
In other words, when somebody starts talking, if they yawn, then it's not good?
No, actually. The thing is, if I were to yawn, now we're married, so we're almost as close as you can possibly be in
Right,
relationship.
my life is over, I get it.
No.
My awful wedded wife, I got it.
If I yawn and you do not yawn in response, you do not care.
Really? Where are you getting this schmutz from?
This is actually a study done by the Pisa Institute, I guess, whatever they are, University of Pisa.
Pizza, is
Yes.
that in Italy?
I would think so, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Does the pizza come with meatballs?
No. They're saying that, what?
Boring.
No, they're saying that the closer your relationship, the faster the response of yawn is. So parents and family members, siblings will yawn in response very quickly. Then
Subconsciously.
yes,
Really?
and then that whole contagious yawn thing. Then your friends, it's a little bit slower the response, and then acquaintances is even slower. And people you couldn't give two craps about, they don't yawn back at all.
So at the same token, they spent money on this.
Somebody did. But I read this article last week, and I was like, that's really not that big a deal. Wasn't really interested. But then I thought about it. It was in the back of my mind. And a couple times I yawned, and a couple times people yawned around me. And I realized it's true.
Well, when somebody yawns, when you're talking to somebody, they yawn. It's habit forming. Like,
That wasn't a real yawn.
you know what I mean? It starts a whole thing going on.
It does, but only in people that you care about at all. It's an empathy kind of a thing.
Okay.
If you don't care about that person, if you have absolutely no emotional attachment to them at all, you don't really have the need to yawn. And it's true, it's real. I didn't think it was. Half the time this stuff makes no sense to me. It's ridiculous, but I have noticed it over the course of this past week. Yes, they probably spent millions on the study. I don't care. It's University of Pisa, and I think it's entertaining.
Could have gave me half of it. I would have told you what's the big deal.
Well, they're saying that if you yawn and your spouse or whatever doesn't yawn back, you might have to worry a little bit about your relationship. So, Mrs. Doodle Lips, keep an eye out. Sorry.
Well, here's one for you. How much is a pound? Pounds.
Yeah.
2,600 pounds in England. What does that translate to in dollars?
How many pounds?
2,600.
2,600 would be in the neighborhood of around $3,000.
Really?
Yes.
Well, this bonehead, apparently she was trying to do a good thing. Even worse, she's a math teacher.
Okay.
But she decided to purchase a Neil Diamond Best of collection while holidaying in South Africa for her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she downloaded it on her phone with the roaming charges. It came out to 2,600 pounds instead of the 8.99 pounds it was supposed to be. So instead of 10 pounds, $10, it costs $3,000 to download this thing.
It might have been around 2,800. Whatever. Either
way.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of pound. For Neil Diamond.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd spend the $10.
You got to really like the Diamond, man, to get that down.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd spend the $10. Never mind the almost
Better
3,000.
enjoy that album. Because every one of those songs is going to cost you what? About $300 a piece?
Yeah.
10 songs on the
Can
album?
never, ever, ever get rid of that phone.
No.
Or find some way to transfer it to everything else you've got. So we've talked about the real life Barbie on our show before.
The real life who?
Barbie?
Barbie, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually had a couple of them up there.
Well, this one, she really, really looks like Barbie. Okay. Well, there's actually a real life Ken to
Really?
go along with her. Yes. Check her out. She's on the monitor. That's her and him.
Now that looks like a phony head.
I know. Well, you've met him, Matt? Oh.
Who is?
Yes. He's addicted. Both of them are addicted to plastic surgery.
I met him as well, and he does not bring back his consent forms. That would be Dave Campfield. He's on Nerdgasm, as a matter of fact, tonight, airing tonight, at 10 o'clock. And tune in, he'll talk about himself a lot. He's from what, 10 to 11?
10 to 11:30.
For whenever he decides to stop talking about himself. She looks phony.
Well, yeah, they both kind of
She
do.
does look like a doll.
Yes. Well, he actually has publicly stated that he is not impressed by her.
Okay.
He has actually compared her, believe it or not, to a drag queen.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know many drag queens that look like that. But.
No. He says, I don't get why people find her so interesting.
Now, is that the real Ken and Barbie, or is
No,
that
that's the same two people.
That's the same two
people. He says
That's not the dolls.
No, that's those two people. He has said, he's admitted that she is beautiful, but he says, it appears to me that much of her look is added makeup, fake hair, and slimming corsets. Drag queens have put on the same illusions with makeup and costume for years.
Yeah, but she's got the other shot there. There's no corset.
Exactly.
She's got a waist that's like ridiculous. Look at
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I will give you that there is a ton of makeup involved in her look, and
Yeah.
there is a ton of surgery involved in
I'm sure.
both of their looks. But I have to admit, there's no corset there. I'm sorry. She may have had some organs removed, I'm not sure, but no. I just think it's kind of funny that he's comparing her to a drag queen. Now, not necessarily in this picture, but in the other picture, he looks like a drag queen to me.
Well,
Him.
just keep in mind. I mean, they're all doing this for publicity.
Yeah, it looks like a whole Victoria kind of thing where it's a woman dressed as a man.
Yeah, it does. He looks like a woman there.
It does.
Yeah.
That's like a whole Michael Jackson kind of a thing going on there.
Yeah, he definitely looks like it's like a chick there that cut the hair short.
Yeah. They're both creepy to me.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, how much more time they got before they're going to be like old Ken and Barbie?
Well, they're addicted to surgery, so maybe they'll never look like old Ken and Barbie.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe they'll just, I don't know, maybe they'll like freeze themselves and... They're having a conversation in there.
There's a what?
The FBI just called that there's a home break-in like every 5 minutes. We keep getting these calls like all day long.
There's a home break-in every 5. What do they want you to do about it?
They want you to get an alarm system.
We got one.
I know. I'm aware.
We have a mat in-house. We just sick mat on him.
All right, do you have something else for me? Or shall we go on to the
Well,
eye candy?
You want to go to an Oz story? Or you want to go to, let's continue with some of your
Well, I only have the...
threads that you already have. How about this?
Go ahead.
Lawyer says judge discriminated against him for not wearing pants in her courtroom.
Say what?
Well, he didn't want to get the jeans with the scratch and sniff, is what what really boiled down to.
Okay.
So James Lee Bright, which turned out not to be so bright, is a lawyer based in Dallas, Texas, and he's a criminal attorney. He says that Judge Mullen discriminated against him because he wasn't wearing pants in her courtroom, and that she's punishing his client for it now.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
What was he
Mr.
wearing?
Bright is asked to have the Judge Mullen removed from his case.
What was he wearing?
Shorts instead of pants.
Oh.
Yes, Mullen refused to let Bright inside her courtroom for wearing shorts instead of pants. He was not allowed in the courtroom the following Monday either. Mr. Bright isn't wearing shorts because he particularly wants to, but rather because he needs to. He got knee surgery 2 weeks ago, and I have tubes that come out of my leg that make it prohibitive to wear pants. This connects to my ice machine. This way, it's a way of taking down the swelling in my leg. Interesting.
I know about that machine. That does exist.
And they pump ice through there?
No, actually, what you do is you put an ice pack inside of it, and then you strap it around your knee, and it pumps air into the thing, and it inflates it, which kind of presses it against your leg, and then the air comes out, and it relaxes. No, you cannot put ice in it because it's just basically, it's a mesh kind of a thing, and it holds one of those gel pack kind of things. It's a big mesh pocket that you put that thing into.
Really?
But yes, there are tubes. I don't know why he needs to wear this thing on constantly.
There's a picture of it, Matt, if you want to grab it.
Yeah, that's very similar to the one that I had.
You had the one with the tubes?
Yes, I did. I had
When
the
was
machine.
that? Where was I?
After my last surgery on my knee. I had,
Really?
I had one. Had one very similar to that.
I do not remember. I remember the brace. I don't remember the ice pack.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I had one.
Really?
And yes, it is very difficult. He could have actually turned that upside down so that the air things are on the bottom, which
Turn
would
that
make it a
frown
little
upside
easier.
down, sure.
Would make it a little easier to wear it. It is possible to change it around a little bit.
Wow. So anyway, this judge is apparently, sticking to her guns.
Okay. That's stupid. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, he didn't
No,
have
you
to.
didn't.
He didn't have to wear that thing on a constant basis. I didn't have to use it, constantly. It was, an hour or whatever, and then the ice thing would get warm, and you have to put it back in the freezer. But yeah, it does exist, and it is difficult to wear pants over those braces. I get that. I think she was being a little bit of a pain in the tail, but he could have come up with pants that had larger legs to fit the brace and everything inside, if he wanted to be respectful. Because I don't care what it is, I wouldn't have shown up in court in shorts.
Yeah, no, as attorney, you would have got some kind of big pants or something.
Well, what if he came in wearing a kilt?
If he can.
Hey! And Captain
Then-
Morgan,
then he
Pirate
could
on
say
one
he's-
shoulder and Captain Morgan on the other.
But then he could say it's discrimination.
Well, I don't know.
Or like a Mormon skirt, like the long ones.
A Mormon
You
skirt.
know
Skirt?
those
The
long
guys
ones
wear
that go to
skirts?
the ground? Like the Amish.
But the guys don't wear skirts, right?
No.
No, but like there are some men that wear those pleated skirts or
We're-
jeggings.
no, not Kanye West.
Right, exactly.
That's the only man I know that wears a skirt that's not a kilt. And they only wear the kilts in ceremonial type stuff. They don't actually wear it constantly. It's ceremonial garb. So I kind of side with the judge that he was being ridiculous. He should not be wearing shorts in court. I think he could have done something a little differently, though. And I think she probably could have handled it a little differently.
I'm sure she could have.
Yeah.
And so?
Okay, so.
You have something?
Yes, I have our eye candy.
Well, I got one more dopey story
Okay, go
before
ahead.
you give us the eye candy.
Go.
That's nobody else is going to care about. Apparently, a driver who used her mobile phone behind the wheel 44 times before running down a cyclist has been fined $4,500 and lost her license for 9 months.
Okay, how did they know that she used her phone 44 times and it wasn't 43 or 47 or how did they know it was 44?
Because she was charged with 47 offenses before.
Oh, so she's been ticketed for doing this.
Correct.
Oh.
Kimberly Davis, 21, yesterday pleaded guilty in the court to dangerous driving.
Okay.
Apparently, the reason why she was in court because she was originally cited. Where'd it go? She was originally cited with 47 offenses covering each time she had used her phone. The cyclist that she hit suffered a spinal fracture, which required surgery and placement in a spinal cage.
Wow.
He was originally told he could be left a paraplegic and spent 3 months recovering.
Also that she could use her phone. And
Also,
all
she could
lost
use
it
the
was,
phone,
and she only lost it for 9 months.
and she only lost it
Her license for 9 months.
for 9 months, correct?
Okay. Well, I think that kind of locks it in. I will not be driving in Melbourne anytime
And
soon.
one of the most, she said, after asked if she had any regrets, she did. She said, I have dents in my car.
But she regrets that she has dents in her car.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm not driving to Melbourne anytime soon.
Not going to happen.
No. Wow. Mrs. Doodle-Lips cares about the eye candy.
Okay.
Well, in Helsinki, there's the Postal Service is going to honor this guy known as Tom of Finland. They're giving him his own stamps. You know, I hear you've got the Elvis stamps and all that kind of stuff. Well, this is an artist who he's known for gay erotic drawings.
Uh-huh.
They're actually going to make stamps out of this guy's drawings.
Where is this?
In Finland.
In Finland.
Yes. Now, these are just some of his drawings. They're pretty intense.
It's Freddie Mercury.
I know, isn't it?
Hey!
This guy is talented. Look at that drawing. That's amazing. That's pretty. I am impressed with the quality of his drawing with a pencil.
It's a pencil.
That's a black and white drawing. This guy is amazing. And these are just, some of his less risque. There are some that, would be really pornographic, which we couldn't show.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You were like little schoolgirls in there. Like you never saw one before. Look. Look at the size of that shape there. It's so scintillating.
He's considered one of the most well-known Finnish artists around the world.
Yeah, because he's a Finnish artist.
Well, apparently he died in 1991.
Really?
That's what it says, yes. He died in 1991. His drawings have attained iconic status in their genre and had an influence on pop culture and fashion.
Pop culture and fashion.
That's what they're saying. And the graphic artist who designed the stamps themselves said they portray a sensual life force and being proud of oneself. That's what they said.
I got you. Okay.
Like I said, I think some of these men are really, really attractive, but I was just enthralled with the quality of his drawing and how talented he was. You're very welcome, Mrs. Doodle-Lips. She says thank you for the eye candy.
Okay.
So you got to look up Tom of Finland. There's some really, really, really good ones.
So how about some eye candy for all the guys out there?
Sure.
Now this guy, he's been around for a long time, and actually it's not even a guy.
It's a girl?
I believe it is. But she draws girls.
Okay.
And yeah, she's always done the, like fetish type, pinup type artistry and things like that,
Uh-huh.
I can't change anything right now because Matt's busy. Busy.
That's pretty amazing. That's
Yeah.
It's a pretty good drawing. I'm impressed.
I've seen this before, and you probably have, most people have seen.
Oh, Chuckles.
Guess what?
There's nipple. You can't show that.
Is there? I can't see it. Even
Yeah, that one he can put up.
can you show that one?
Yes, that one we can see. That's pretty good. I still think there was some more, a lot more detail in Tom of Finland's.
Tom of Finland's.
Yes. I think they're beautiful. They're very pretty, but I still think Tom of Finland's was better. What else you got? You got any other ones that you can show?
It's possible. Matt's working on it.
What about the black one on the bottom corner there? The bottom left corner. That one. Is that one?
I
Okay?
think Matt's working on them.
Yeah, that one he can show.
Now, some of these, I don't know how old they are, because now as they get a little bit more, intricate, so do the paintings, you know what I mean, the drawings. They get a little more crazy. But anyway, so I have a nice final story, too.
Oh, do you? You have it. Aw. Is that what you tell me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
No?
It's just about a dog. It's a puppy.
A puppy?
It's a puppy story.
Okay, tell me. Do tell me.
It's a puppy story.
He's looking at nipples now. He's sidetracked.
Yeah, I'm sidetracked. I believe that's her, but I can't remember.
Okay, tell me the puppy story.
The dog in Brighton, New Jersey, was summoned to court for jury duty.
I saw this story. I don't understand it. His name is Four.
You don't understand his name is Four?
No, why is his name Four?
Because his brother's name was Five.
No, it's not why. Actually, his owner is like whatever his name is, the Fourth. And so he apparently named him IV. IV, as in four, the Roman numerals. And so, yeah.
But the question is, how do you wind up getting a dog for jury duty? How does this work out in the world we live in?
They're claiming that the computers that do all of this somehow mixed up the IV and the rest of the name.
Right.
And chose the IV as the first name and then put the owner's actual last name as the last name. So
well, that's what they normally do when you go to a vet anyway. They always use the name of the dog and your last name.
Yes. Well, apparently that's what they did. And so I guess in a way you could almost say that the owner got called for jury duty. But yeah, Four. His name is Four. That's not the dog, though.
That's not the dog.
No, the dog is a German Shepherd. I don't know who that dog is. So, we've got tickets.
We do.
Yes, we do. We have all kinds of tickets. We've got Jenny McCarthy at the Paramount, and we have
Jenny McCarthy at the Paramount.
She's a hottie.
Yes, but she's going to be there with other people as well.
I don't care. She's just gorgeous. I would play for the other team for Jenny McCarthy.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. There's what? There's a line? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of women that probably would go for that team. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, she's already played for that team.
Which one?
Jenny McCarthy is wow.
She's getting right up there with Missy. She'd hit anything with a pulse.
Oh, you're terrible. You're
That's
terrible.
what Missy did, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So we got Jenny McCarthy and...
Well, look at Matt. He's sexy. He's gay. I don't care. I want him.
And who else do we got?
Well, you got Jenny McCarthy coming in May, right?
Right.
Kill Switch Engage.
Yes.
We have as well.
They're also in May.
And Volbeat also in May.
Right. Now, Volbeat is not by themselves. It's Volbeat and somebody else who I've heard of. Who was it?
It's Volbeat. Oh, you've heard of them?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Volbeat and... Yeah.
Okay. Make me all
Scintillated.
scintillated.
Oh, they got John Edward, too. Trivium.
Trivium. Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of them. Anyway, Volbeat and Trivium and Kill Switch Engage, those are metal ones. And then you've got Jenny McCarthy, which I believe is like a comedy kind of a thing, is what she's supposed to be doing.
It's a comedy thing that she's doing at the Paramount. And there are friends involved. So she's bringing other people with her.
Are they also hotties?
I don't know.
Could Jenny McCarthy be my gimme, my freebie?
Knock yourself out.
If I could get it, okay?
I don't think, yeah, you know. I'm not going to talk bad about Jenny McCarthy, but I don't know if she's on. She's on the top of the show thing. She doesn't seem like she's all there to me. She
Okay.
seems like a fun person to be around, but it doesn't seem like she's all there, you know.
Who cares? Really, she is unbelievable. She is a seriously sexy woman. Bag over her head, who cares what she's thinking? Come on, she's gorgeous.
I don't know, just she's okay. She never did it for me. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe her persona. Some of the things she's done. She's been
Well,
really-
because the
Plus, she
the
reminds me
role
of some
she
other
played,
people,
she was playing a bad person, and so
maybe.
you automatically think she's a bad person.
No, I don't know if it's that. It's just, you know. She reminds me of other people, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, at the Paramount Theater, they have a lot of cool shows. So you do want to go to ParamountNY.com, check out all the cool shows they have there, because they got a bunch.
Right, even ones that we don't have.
Even
But
ones
we
that we
have
don't
these
have
three,
yet.
so you go to the contest tab and you could win them.
Correct.
Or you can go to ParamountNY.com and you
That's
can
right.
buy these or many others that they
Exactly.
have. So definitely check that
Yep.
out. And I think that's about it for us. We're out of here. But you definitely want to come back in 2 hours for Nerdgasm with Dave Campfield and whoever he has as his
Well, he's going to have
guest
Joe,
host.
no?
I don't know.
Joe and
I think Peppercorn's going to be here
Peppercorn
tonight.
Montgomery.
I'm pretty sure.
Somewhat.
Some guy named Gary.
A guy named Gary? No way.
I know Gary.
Is Gary going to be on? Oh, man, I should have known that.
All right, so come back at 10 o'clock for Nerdgasm. And
Well, actually, I think who Dave is really going to have on, which I don't know if you guys know. Well, you probably do. But he's got the, isn't it the director for Liar Liar? With Jim Carrey?
no,
Isn't that this week?
Men in Black and Ghostbusters. Okay, that should be
Is
a
that what
decent
they're
show.
doing today? Oh, so I may have given up the Ghost for next week. I know he's got somebody from Liar Liar is going to be on.
Yeah, that's coming up, but I don't
That's
know
coming
exactly
up,
when
right?
that is.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so come back later and come back on Friday because it's Matt's very special show this week. Or in or out, pun intended, at 6 o'clock.
In or out, pun intended, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, there's no S's in there for you.
6 to 7.
He found them. Found the only S's in the whole damn conversation.
6 to 7, come join your show.
Oh, good
We're gonna have
heavens.
so much fun.
See you later. Bye.
Take care.